Have you ever stopped to consider where your money really goes each day? Imagine you're living your life going through your daily routine, swiping, tapping, and clicking your way through purchases. A cup of coffee here, a quick lunch there, an online subscription or two, and before you know it, you've spent more than you intended. But what if you knew the true cost of these seemingly small expenses? Let's take a moment to delve into this. It's easy to dismiss the daily dollars spent as inconsequential. After all, what's a few dollars for a latte or a couple more for that new ebook you've been dying to read? However, these small expenses, like drops of water, can fill a bucket over time, draining your wallet without you even noticing. Consider your morning coffee run. A cup of joe to kickstart your day seems harmless enough, right? But let's do the math. If you're spending $4 on a coffee each workday, that's $20 a week. Multiply that by 52 weeks in a year, and you're looking at a staggering $1,040 spent on coffee alone. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's not forget about those impulse purchases that catch your eye while you're scrolling through your favorite online store, or the digital subscriptions that renew automatically each month, silently siphoning funds from your account. The truth is, these daily expenses, while seemingly small, can add up to a significant amount over time, impacting your financial health more than you might realize. But don't worry, recognizing the issue is the first step towards regaining control of your finances. So let's take a closer look at our daily spending habits and uncover the hidden costs that lurk beneath the surface. It's time to shed some light on the shocking truth behind your daily expenses. What if I told you that your morning coffee could be costing you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each year? Let's start with the first thing many of you do each morning: grab a coffee. Now, coffee is more than just a beverage. It's a ritual, a comfort, a kickstart to our day. But have you ever stopped to consider the real cost of your daily caffeine fix? Imagine this. You're picking up a latte from your favorite coffee shop each morning. It's a small luxury costing you around $5. That might not seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but let's do the math. $5 a day, 5 days a week, that's $25. Multiply that by roughly 4 weeks in a month, and you're looking at $100. Now keep that momentum going for a year, and you're spending a whopping $1,200 on coffee alone. Now let's compare this to brewing your own coffee at home. A bag of quality coffee beans might set you back around $15 and can last you for a couple of weeks. Throw in the cost of milk, sugar, and maybe even a fancy coffee machine, and you're still looking at a fraction of what you're spending at the coffee shop. Over a year, you might spend around $300. So what's the difference? Well, over 12 months, you could save around $900 just by making your morning latte at home. That's a round-trip ticket to a tropical paradise, a new laptop, or even a significant contribution to your savings account. Of course, this isn't about demonizing your beloved coffee shop. It's about understanding where your money is going and making informed decisions. If that daily coffee shop visit is non-negotiable for you, that's fine. But maybe there's something else in your daily routine where you could make a change. That's right, your morning caffeine fix could be draining your wallet faster than you think. And that's just the beginning. Stay tuned as we continue to delve into the real cost of your daily habits. But it's not just your morning coffee that's costing you. You see, in our fast-paced world, convenience is king, and that's where the hidden costs start to creep in. Take, for instance, your daily lunch. Do you usually grab a quick bite from a fast food joint or a prepackaged meal from the supermarket? Sure, it's quick and easy, but it's also far more expensive than packing a homemade lunch. Then there's the convenience of ride-hailing apps. They're a godsend when you're running late or when it's pouring outside. But every time you tap that Book Now button, you're paying a premium for that convenience. And what about those ready meals that save you from cooking after a long day at work? They might seem like a lifesaver, but the truth is they're often packed with unhealthy additives, and they're definitely costing you more than a simple home-cooked meal. But here's the kicker. These convenience purchases might not seem like much on their own, but when you add them all up, they can make a significant dent in your wallet. Let's do the math. If you spend, say, $10 on lunch every workday, that's $50 a week, $200 a month, and a whopping $2,400 a year. And that's just lunch. Now imagine if you applied that same calculation to your transport costs or your ready meals. You see, those small purchases aren't so small when you look at them over the long term. But don't despair. The good news is that small changes can lead to significant savings. Pack a lunch, catch public transport, cook a simple meal at home. These might seem like small steps, but they can make a huge difference to your bottom line. So the convenience you're paying for might not be worth the cost after all. Now, let's talk about the silent money drainers that are subscription services. These are the silent assassins of your bank account, quietly nibbling away at your hard-earned cash, often without you even noticing. Consider this. You've signed up for a popular streaming service. It's just a few dollars a month, right? No big deal. But wait, there's another streaming platform with shows you like, so you subscribe to that too. And then there's the music streaming service, the monthly fitness app, the online magazine subscription, the monthly beauty box, and the list goes on. Each of these subscriptions might seem insignificant on their own. You might think, it's just the cost of a few coffees, what's the big deal? But when you add them all up, you start to see the true cost. Let's break it down. Say each subscription costs $10 a month. If you have 5 subscriptions, that's $50 a month. Over the course of a year, that's $600. Now, if you're subscribed to 10 services, that's a whopping $1,200 a year. And that's just for subscriptions. Often we forget about these recurring charges. They're set on auto pay, quietly siphoning off our money every month. And let's be honest, how many of these services do we actually use to their full potential? How many shows can we really watch? How many fitness apps do we actively engage with? The reality is many of us are paying for services we barely use. We sign up, use them for a while, and then forget about them. But they don't forget about us. They keep charging us month after month. So, it's time to take a good hard look at your subscriptions. Are they worth the cost? Are you getting value for your money? Or are they just another silent money drainer? Yes, these subscriptions you barely use could be quietly sucking your wallet dry. It's time to reassess, and maybe it's time to hit that unsubscribe button. Now that we've exposed the shocking truth behind your daily expenses, what can you do about it? This question probably has you reeling, but don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's recap what we've discovered so far and then dive into some practical money-saving tips. We've delved into the hidden costs of daily living, from your morning routine to the convenience of ready-made meals and the silent money drainers, subscriptions. It's been a journey of discovery, hasn't it? Realizing just how much those seemingly small expenses add up over time can be a wake-up call. The cost of your daily latte, that quick sandwich grab for lunch, the convenience of having meals delivered, and those subscriptions you've forgotten about, they all add up, and they're all draining your wallet without you even noticing. But there's light at the end of this tunnel. You can take control of your spending and save more money each month, and it starts with making small changes in your daily habits. Instead of buying your morning coffee, consider making it at home. Not only will this save you a significant amount of money, but it might also become a comforting routine to start your day. Next, think about packing your lunch more often. This doesn't mean you have to sacrifice on taste or variety. There are countless delicious and easy-to-make recipes out there that can add a bit of excitement to your lunchtime. Plus, it's often healthier and definitely more cost-effective. Lastly, take a hard look at your subscription services. Are you using all of them enough to justify the cost? If not, it might be time to cancel a few. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself of enjoyment, but about making smart choices that align with your financial goals. Remember, every small change can make a big difference to your wallet. So start making smarter choices today and watch your savings grow. Life is a journey, and every step you take towards financial responsibility is a step towards a more secure and stress-free future.